Microsoft handles it, or Amazon handles the actual hardware and all that stuff.
Yep.
All you're doing is paying for however much hardware that you want to use and bandwidth.
Yep.
So it makes sense to just move everything to the cloud. So I had to go through a process of migrating this company's database up to the cloud, rebuilding the server really, and migrating all the data over. So yeah, that was a cool project, that happened with me. But yeah, so that's pretty much it on the questions that I have. Well, do you have any experience in cybersecurity, or
Indeed, that's one thing I was going to bring up with all this stuff. We're saying cloud computing is super important, automation is super important, but securing all that stuff and code as well, because as soon as something comes out, there's somebody somewhere trying to break it or trying to exploit it. So same thing with, I was saying how important it is to learn how to code and read code and all this type of stuff. You also need to figure out how to secure it, because pretty much, like I said, something is getting hacked every day. So cybersecurity is one of those things that, you can either spend $1 million or lose $1 billion because you didn't have certain things set in place. And then, with scammers and all this other stuff, before, a hacker was somebody that, was super smart and knew everything, or was damn like, Elon Musk's cousin or something. But now, hacking it's not as sophisticated as people think. It's frameworks and it's things and exploits that you can literally Google, and then you can, break into somebody's phone or break into somebody's bank account. So it's not as serious or as complex as some people would think. And something simple can really, cause a lot of damage. So most organizations are putting a lot of money towards cybersecurity because they know that, okay, they can take down our entire infrastructure, they can take over, and then, things like the FBI gets hacked. So, what I'm saying, me or you, we pretty much definitely need to be on top of our stuff. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah. And just like what you said, man, security needs to be, or it most of the time is, well, it's not really. That's why we have a lot of issues with people getting hacked, but security should be part of the process of either building applications as well as setting up applications or setting up servers, instead of it being an afterthought. It should be something that's thought about during the process of actually setting something up or building it. So
yeah, but security, you definitely got to be reactive, and like you were saying, when you're creating apps, when you're creating whatever you're creating in the test environment, you need to throw as much stuff at it as possible, instead of in the production environment, it's already out there, people using it, and now somebody can backdoor this, or they can take advantage of this, take advantage of that. And then the crazy thing is, people have to understand, most times the more convenient something is, the less secure it is. So if it's super convenient, it's probably not that secure. So with the more security, the less convenient, the more convenient, the less secure most times.
Yeah. Now, okay, so that's pretty much all the questions I have for you. I always go to like this Q&A where I try to get people from the chat to ask questions. So if anybody has any questions, well, hold on. I see one right now, Maddox. Thank you for the question. He says, how important is LinkedIn to your company? Because we all know you own a school. So how important is that to you?
So LinkedIn, it's not as cool, it's not as sexy, as Instagram and stuff like that, but it's definitely, a pivotal part of my presence, marketing, all that stuff, just because, each platform has a different use and a different audience, right? So I think as far as me, maybe when I was younger, not saying that I'm old, but when I was young, I would use social media as fun, but now I use each one as a tool. So LinkedIn is more for, okay, let me hone in on who actually wants, my courses, who actually can I work with? That's another thing. Cause I get students from LinkedIn, but it's more like who's actually making stuff happen in the industry? Who do I need to talk to? Who do I need to network with? And even as a as a when I was an employee and looking for jobs and stuff like that. LinkedIn is another place that you can display. Like, let's say that you're looking for a developer job. Just post some code or post the application on there, and people can actually see, instead of you saying I'm the greatest person, they can actually see that, hey, this is what I do, this is what I can do. But on LinkedIn, it definitely made my business pop, and I've seen it make a lot of people get jobs and stuff like that. So in short, it's important, man, really important for me.
Yeah, I definitely agree, man. LinkedIn is very important, especially understanding or finding people that can actually mentor you, and you can see their background, you know what I'm saying, and that'll help you, especially in the direction that you're trying to go into. But somebody just asked, what do you teach? And so let me go ahead and switch up the screen right fast, and I'm gonna bring up I actually have his YouTube channel up. It's Master IT, and actually
yes,
me.
But before you guys go over there and subscribe and like that, make sure that you please like, share, and subscribe Josh's channel, Keep It Techie. We've been talking. It's super premature, but I'm trying to help him I want to help him to actually start offering Linux courses for you guys and for other people. Now, I think it's super, super premature, but I think eventually, he'll be having courses for you guys as well.
Yeah, definitely. That's something I want to work on in the future, man. I definitely appreciate it. But yeah, check out his channel. I'm gonna post a link to his channel. He actually helps people get into. Well, let me let you explain it since you're here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
All right. So right now, what I focus on is a lot of CompTIA certifications. So my main goal, right? I teach you foundational stuff. I teach you mid-level stuff, expert level stuff. But my main goal is to get people employed. So a lot of the courses are centered towards a certification. So not only can you say, hey, I know what I'm doing, you got a piece of paper that proves that you do know what you're doing. So if you're not familiar, CompTIA is one of the biggest certification vendors in IT. I'm a CompTIA partner, which means that they trust the things that I sell. Excuse my French, it's kind of like a verification I'm not full of shit, because it's a lot of different things on the internet that some people know they're talking about, some people don't. So I teach A+, Net Plus, Security Plus, Microsoft Fundamentals. We got a Cisco CCNA course coming. We have PMP, which is project management. And in it's 2021. 2021, we'll have a couple of AWS certifications and some cloud certifications as well. So that's what the school is about. Master IT, the YouTube channel, is pretty much the same thing. It's focused on the same thing, but it's free because it's YouTube. So we got, test prep stuff, A+, test prep stuff, Security Plus, certification, motivation, backstories. We got interviews, a few interviews. We got an interview from, I don't know if you Lab Every Day, Dewan Lightfoot. We got an interview from him.
Yeah, I just had him on last weekend.
My man, I interviewed him a while ago, like a year ago. Hopefully we can get Josh over there and interview him. But pretty much the same thing, holding the same flag that Josh holds, trying to help people get into IT in some capacity.
Cool. Yeah, and I threw your website in the chat as well.
Okay.
To the school, so people can check out all your courses and everything. You know what I'm saying? He really has a lot of important information on helping people, master IT. So I really like that name, man. It's pretty cool.
Man, because I was gonna call it that actually came from just happenstance. I was gonna call it something else, because when you trademark or you try and get your stuff registered. I had some other names, and they was I thought they was cool at the time. Now, okay, let me try Master IT, and it actually worked, man. So yeah, and it's been working out. Then it's an easy name to remember. So
yeah, definitely. And also check out his Instagram, because he be posting a lot of good things on Instagram as well. Just motivational posts, try to
Yeah.
get you off your ass to get in there and,
Yeah.
and start studying,
So
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
also that's one of the things as far as certification, education, and just growth in general is just that some days you're not gonna want to do this shit. Some days you're not gonna feel like doing what you got to do, but you have to. You have to, because like I said, now if 2020 hasn't shown you that you can't be waiting, man. You don't have time. You don't have all day. You don't have all your life. You need to make something happen because at any time, something can happen that can completely change, the trajectory of your career, trajectory of your life. So, just get out there and make it happen. Because just like Josh, like I said, I was telling him I need to start going live more often. So he gave me a little bit, motivation on that. So, hopefully, me and him together. Dewan Lightfoot is another great guy. If you haven't subscribed to him, his YouTube channel, it might be called Dewan Lightfoot, but if you look up Lab Every Day, he should pop up.
Yeah, I actually that was my last interview that I did. I don't know if you've seen it, but yeah, me and him, did an interview, and he was talking about getting me on to interview on his channel as well. So
What's up, man?
Yep. So if you go down and start hopping in there doing them interviews, man, and if you need somebody, I'm definitely available, bro, for you. Just let me know, man, and I come through. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I appreciate you. And same here. Like I said, if you need anything, I think we create a good ecosystem of young, somewhat entertaining. Because that's another thing. Technology isn't the most exciting thing in the world. So hopefully, we can just put a different face on technology. So.
Exactly. But let me see if anybody else has any questions. Let me see. And